Today, we're ranking male facial features from actually changing your face to internet brain rot disguised as science. Because somewhere along the way, men became convinced 1 degree of canthal tilt was the difference between getting dates and entering a monastery. I'm not ranking these based on what Reddit worships, I'm ranking them based on how much they actually affect male attractiveness in real life. Face harmony, perceived health, masculinity, photos, and whether the feature actually matters when a woman is looking at your face instead of measuring your skull like a Victorian scientist with unresolved issues. Let's get into it. 1. Jawline and chin development. S tier. Let's start with the obvious one, because if I don't, half the comments will be foaming before I finish the intro. Jawline matters. A strong lower third gives the face structure. It makes you look more masculine, more mature, and dramatically better from the side. The chin especially. A weak chin can destroy a profile even if the front looks decent. But here's where the internet gets stupid. A jawline is not a magic spell. If your skin is bad, your haircut is tragic, and your photos look like they were taken by a gas station CCTV camera, a good jaw is not saving you. Too weak, you look underdeveloped. Too extreme, you start looking like your mandible has its own legal team. S tier, but only when it fits the rest of the face. 2. Golden ratio measurements. C tier. Now let's immediately throw cold water on one of the internet's favorite obsessions. The golden ratio is interesting. It can't help explain why some faces look balanced. It's useful for breakdowns, thumbnails, and making people feel like attraction is solvable homework. Because apparently humans saw beauty and thought, could this be turned into a math test? But it is not gospel. A face can violate some ideal ratio and still be very attractive. Different ethnicities, face types, and masculine archetypes all look good with different proportions. C tier. Not useless, not life-changing. Mostly overused by people who want attractiveness to be cleaner and more measurable than it actually is. Skin quality. S tier. Skin is criminally underrated. Clear skin makes you look healthier, younger, cleaner, and more put together. It improves every other feature on your face. A good jaw looks better. Good eyes look better. Good cheekbones look better. When your face isn't inflamed, dry, or sleep deprived from arguing online at 3 a.m. And the brutal truth? Skin is one of the few things you can actually fix. You can't change your bone structure without surgery. But cleanser, sunscreen, moisturizer done daily will do more for your face than 6 hours of overthinking orbital vectors. That's it. 3 products. You're already ahead of most guys. S tier. Because perceived health is a massive part of attractiveness, and skin is the fastest visible signal of it. Lips. B tier. Lips matter, but they're rarely the main event for men. They affect youthfulness, expression, and facial balance. Extremely thin lips can make a face look harsher. Fuller lips can make a face more striking, especially when the rest of the features are masculine enough to balance them. Most guys don't need to obsess over lip shape. What actually matters more? Hydration and color. Use lip balm daily. It takes 2 seconds and you'll instantly stop looking like you just crossed the desert. B tier. They help, they contribute, they don't carry. Eye area. S tier. The eye area is massive. This includes the eyes themselves, eyelid exposure, eyebrow position, under eye support, and the overall expression of the upper face. Eyes are where people read confidence, tiredness, intensity, and social presence. A strong eye area makes a man look sharp, dominant, calm, or dangerous. Sometimes all at once, if nature decided to be generous. But hunter eyes are not automatically attractive. Deep-set eyes can look intense and powerful. Combined with dark circles, dead expression, and bad lighting, you don't look like a model. You look like you haven't emotionally recovered from a group project. S tier. A jaw gives structure. Eyes give presence. Big difference. Facial symmetry. B tier. Symmetry matters, but it's overrated. A reasonably symmetrical face tends to look more balanced. That's real. But the internet treats symmetry like it's the final boss of attractiveness, and it isn't. Perfect symmetry can even look strange. Human faces aren't supposed to look like mirrored AI renders. Small asymmetries can give character, expression, and identity. B tier. Nobody's rejecting you because your left eyebrow has its own political agenda. Facial harmony matters far more than technical symmetry. And a slightly asymmetrical face with strong proportions, good skin, and real presence can absolutely beat a symmetrical but completely blank one. Extreme masculinity, C tier. Masculinity matters. A strong jaw, solid chin, developed brow. This can absolutely help. But more masculine is not always better. At a certain point, extreme masculinity makes a face look aggressive, rough, aged, or disharmonious. Balanced masculinity is very attractive. Cartoon villain masculinity is not always. The goal is attractive masculinity, not a final boss in a prison movie. C tier. The face still needs harmony. If one feature is trying to solo the entire match, the whole thing falls apart. Hairline and hair density. A tier. Hair frames the face. A good hairline improves the upper third, makes the face look younger, and compensates for weaker features. A good haircut can change how you look almost overnight. A bad haircut though? A bad haircut can turn a decent looking guy into someone who looks like he lost a lawsuit against his own reflection. A tier and not S tier because bald men can still look attractive if they have strong facial structure, good skin, and actual style. But for most men, hair is a significant advantage, and unlike bone structure, it's fully controllable. If your hair looks bad, that's not genetics. That's you versus a pair of scissors, and you're losing. Facial leanness, B tier. Getting leaner can reveal the jawline, sharpen the cheeks, reduce puffiness, and make the eyes look more defined. For a lot of men, dropping body fat is the closest thing to a natural face upgrade. But too lean can backfire. Push too far and your face can look older, sunken, and tired, like you've been surviving on black coffee and unresolved personal issues. B tier. Very useful, but not universally better the leaner you go. You want sharp, not gaunt. Eyebrows, A tier. Eyebrows are underrated. They frame the eyes, add contrast, shape expression, and influence how masculine or intense the face reads. Thick, well-positioned eyebrows can make the eye area look significantly stronger. But grooming matters. Messy eyebrows look unkempt. Overgroomed eyebrows can make a guy look permanently surprised, which is rarely the vibe you want. A tier. They don't carry the whole face, but they upgrade one of the most important zones on it. Tidy them up slightly. Don't turn them into punctuation. Nose shape and size, A tier. The nose matters because it sits dead center on the face. If it's too large, too wide, too recessed, or badly angled, it can disrupt facial harmony fast. But the nose is also widely misunderstood. Not every man needs a small, narrow, delicate nose. On a masculine face, a stronger nose can actually look good. It adds character, maturity, and presence. A strong nose on a strong face can look powerful. The same nose on a more delicate face can dominate the whole thing. Context. Annoying, I know. A tier. It can either support facial harmony or break it, which is exactly what earns it this placement. Cheekbones add mid-face structure. A tier. Cheekbones create definition. They affect shadows, leanness, under-eye support, and how photogenic your face looks. Strong cheekbones can make the face look sharper and more sculpted, especially in photos. They also depend heavily on body fat. Some guys find sharp cheekbones after losing a few pounds. Others get lean and realize the cheekbones were a myth all along. The character creator was clearly on autopilot. A tier. They can elevate a face massively, but they work best as part of a complete structure. Eyes, jaw, skin, and leanness all pulling together. Micromeasurement obsession, D tier. Exact canthal tilt, philtrum length, 1mm ratios, tiny angular differences that nobody in real life ever notices. D tier. Not because these things never mattered. Technically, everything matters, but if you're obsessing over micromeasurements before fixing your skin, hair, body fat, grooming, and how your photos look, you're not optimizing, you're hiding. Most men don't need a facial reconstruction plan. They need sleep, skincare, a better haircut, better lighting, and to stop taking selfies from below their chin like a security camera watching a parking lot. Micromeasurements are where self-improvement becomes self-torture with diagrams. Facial harmony and proportions, S tier. And now the one that ties everything together. Harmony is the reason this whole tier list exists. It's the reason one guy can have a great jaw and still look off, while another guy has no single standard feature and still turns heads. Harmony means the face works together. The forehead, eyes, nose, cheekbones, lips, chin, jaw. Nothing wildly out of place. Nothing dominating in a bad way. Every part supporting every other part. This is S tier and it's king. Because attractiveness isn't additive, it's multiplicative. A strong jaw doesn't simply add points if the rest of the face clashes. Good eyes don't save everything if the skin, hair, and proportions are a mess. A good nose is only good if it fits. Your face is not a collection of isolated parts, it's a team sport. And if one player is trying to carry the whole match alone, the whole thing falls apart. So here's the real summary. Jaw matters, eyes matter, skin matters, hair matters, cheekbones matter. But the biggest thing is harmony. The internet wants you to believe attractiveness is one magic feature. One jawline, one canthal tilt, one ratio. It isn't. The most attractive male faces look balanced, healthy, expressive, masculine enough, and well framed. Not perfect, not mathematically divine, just put together. And that's actually good news, because most guys aren't one surgery away from being attractive. They're usually a few boring habits away from looking dramatically better. Better skin, better hair, lower body fat, better grooming, better photos, better sleep. Not as sexy as unlock your hunter eyes in 7 days, but reality has never cared about being marketable. Jawline matters, but harmony is king.